Yo, what's up? This is Romy Mac. Welcome to 2 Cents, where we talk about any and everything and give our 2 cents. Today's show was brought to you by Zone 10 Customs from my man Nick and his new company, and of course, always supporting my man, Rich with HMG. Shout out to the homie back home in VA. Love you, bro. So this week, right, some information came out that I don't know, kind of caught people by surprise a little bit. One of that being one of the co-hosts for today's show, Sugar Booger, in regards to Richard Pryor. But I'll let her tell it herself. So let me get the team on. Yo, family, what up? We live on air. What's happening? Yeah, we got you know what I'm saying. We got my man Mike. We got the unforgettable Karumbe. And of course, that Sugar Booger. Shug. So, Quincy Jones came out this week, interview, talking about Marlon Brando and that he would fuck anything moving. One of those things moving just so happened to be a very funny comedian who is very prominent, and not only in the black community but just comedy in general. Supposedly, he says Marlon Brando fuck Richard Pryor. Listen, this is not, for all of my fans, all of our fans, Suge's fans, Karumbe's fans, Mike fans, for everyone that's in the LGBT community, I have no issues with what, what you do. What the fuck is that? I don't know, spill some shit. But this whole ordeal, I mean, it did catch me by I don't want to say I'm shocked or anything. I was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Because there was talk, I guess, like at Richard Pryor's roast, he had mentioned that to Paul Mooney that he was with him when he fucked his first faggot. These are just direct quotes, mind you. These are direct quotes. This is not me. I don't, nobody on the 2 Cents show, reflects that term as definitely not a term that we want to use to offend anybody. But that was just a direct quote that was said. But supposedly Marlon Brando, Quincy Jones told in the interview, it just nonchalant too. He was talking about music, and he was talking about he ran across Marlon Brando, and he was talking about how he fucked Richard. He said he would fuck Marvin Gaye, James Baldwin, and Richard Pryor. So it's like, you shitting me? Did you just say what I thought you said? But yeah. So what was your take on that shit?
I don't know, man. Maybe he was drunk or something when this incident happened. Oh man, just that looking and was like, oh shit, was kind of laid down, I don't know. I don't know. I love Mr. Richard Pryor. I don't know why he was trying to. I had nothing against the other. All that. And once he all of a sudden comes out, it's like, man, like, come back, that's true. This is like a second. Come on now, talk to Mike after to the church and stuff.
It.
Bye.
Well, his prerogative. I mean, you get enough money. I mean, I've heard things. I mean, we've heard a lot of things about different celebrities over the years. You get after a point, you get all the pussy you want. You try different things, I guess. Me personally, I'm not that much of a out for discovery. I'm cool. I'm cool with pussy and pussy alone. My pussy. That's it. Excuse me. And but again, you get to a certain status in life, man. You feel untouchable. You can do whatever you want. You try to experience new things. Whatever floats your boat, man. I was just tripping. And he also in the interview, Quincy Jones talks about. He said the Beatles were the worst musicians in the world. That is funny, man, because like Beatlemania is for real. Like people really do, worship the Beatles in a sense, So that was, I thought that was a very interesting take that Quincy Jones had on them. But You know, I mean, Quincy Jones is an older guy. He comes from a different, a different time frame, man. A lot of things that that wasn't put out there in the open for people to be like, yo, Quincy Jones and them moving this way. Cause I'll never forget. I remember I remember that Vibe interview Pac had, and he talked about he came to Quincy Jones' house. And I don't know if he was looking for his daughter, like his fiance, which is Quincy Jones' daughter, Kidada Jones. But he had mentioned that Quincy Jones tried to fuck Pac. Like,
I was gonna bring up that, like, somebody got scared on him, bro.
So you think that's why he coming out now? You think that's why he coming out now? Maybe with this whole Me Too movement, he about to come out.
Like, I love Chris Brown. And most of anybody else, but that's that Hollywood.
I ain't with me, yeah.
I mean, man, but I don't trust anything on this Jones fan anyway right now. You have a big Diana Ross.
No, he don't have any kids by Diana Ross. That's Barry Gordy. But Peggy Lipton, he's got kids by. That's Shorty from The Office and some other shows. That's their mom.
Romy Mac.
Yeah, she used to be a part of Charlie's Angels, I think. I think she was part of Charlie's Angels. Yeah, Mike, how you feel about Quincy Jones and him revealing shit before he dies?
I think that shit you're really honestly. I think what's the motive? Like, why would you say come on now with that shit? You didn't say that shit while he was alive.
Yeah, you know what's so my coworker said that same shit.
My thing is, like, I really don't care what Richard Pryor did in his personal life.
Yeah.
Like, his other thing was comedy, so it was motherfucking funny. Yes, he was.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't really care. Whatever his personal life was, it don't matter.
He's revered. He's always going to be revered as one of the greatest to ever do it, man. If not the greatest to do it, in my eyes. Richard Pryor. It doesn't change. His impact on me. His comedy was like it's forever embedded. With me, it's interesting to know that Hollywood moves that way. You know, I wouldn't put it past them. So it's just one of those things. Like, damn, man, they're really moving like that. So,
And then, when people they were like, man, Cosby did a lot of real shit, like, they were like, hold on. And all of a sudden, nobody's gonna fuck with him. He's been trying to do something they didn't like. What was the money guy here about?
I don't know, man. That makes you wonder. So, like, if Quincy was moving that way, he tried to fuck Pop. What makes you wonder what he tried to do with Michael Jackson? Yeah, that's what he said. He said Mike stole the song. Listen, to be honest, man, good artists borrow, great artists steal. That quote goes down in history. You know what I mean? So it don't change my impact. I mean, delivery is everything. Not everybody can carry that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, there have been a lot of artists that come out and try to do their own music, and people just don't feel that shit. But you get people that come along, like, let's say again, a Michael, who can deliver like Mike. You know what I mean? Like, people look at like people try to say Michael invented the moonwalker. No, he didn't. He got it from a bunch of LA street dancers. You know what I'm saying? Jeffrey Daniels from Shalimar taught Michael Jackson how to do the moonwalker. Doesn't take anything away from Michael Jackson being associated with the moonwalker. He took it from them and he put his little spin on it. And that's what, I think that's what people do with you know what I'm saying, with music. You know, they like, again, we come from a time frame where, we value songwriting ability when it comes to, especially with hip hop. But even Big Daddy Kane on, I was listening to the Brilliant Idiots podcast, and they were talking about that, and it was, very, very, very interesting take that he had, stating that, when you become an artist, your job is to come out with to find the best the best shit out there. You know what I'm saying? So what that means is like you basically find songwriters, but that doesn't take away from like once you get to a certain status. Like even Snoop has come out and said that he doesn't write. Like he stopped writing. He let other folks write his albums for him. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it goes. Like how Consequence used to write for Kanye. You know what I'm saying? A lot of folks didn't know that shit. Or how I don't know who else used to write. A lot of people used to write for Diddy, but Diddy's never been expected to be like what I'm saying, this type of songwriter or anything. He's just a dynamic producer who never touched the keys. He just does it. He just has like the vision for shit and entertainer in a sense. So that's it's really how that goes. But for you, I would say Mike and Karumbe. For you guys, how do you value that? Looking at Michael, does that change your feelings on Michael Jackson as far as music wise? The fact that you learned that he didn't write all his shit.
No, not me.
Yeah, you still you still gonna jam to Beat It, Billie Jean, Remember the Time, whatever the fuck your fix is when it comes to Michael.
There's people that still try to entertain us to this day. Basically just voice. So does it matter? No. I see it as if he was like, I don't know, if he was rapping and shit, it'll probably matter to me, but no, it don't matter. Not a man.
Yeah.
It's more to be a singer, I think, than be a rapper.
The rap community does get a lot of flack for the songwriting shit, man. You know what I mean? But the shit come out hot. The shit comes out hot. Like people finding out that Drake had a ghostwriter. It didn't affect his album sales for sure. He did what he did. But
People just get caught up in titles, man. That's all this
of
shit is.
of course.
Try to hold them to a higher standard of living. Right damn well, they're human just like you are, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
I can see that like fucking if they were a life coach or some shit like that and they were doing all this shit, but they not. You know what I'm saying? They're entertainers, they do whatever, you know what I mean? People need to stop being so invested in other people's lives and worry about their own.
Clearly, man. But it was just just the whole interview and just like, people are they'll take this shit for like a couple days and then this shit'll blow over too. It's not like people are gonna change their feelings on Richard Pryor because they found out that he was bisexual, engaged in like sexual acts with like men and transgenders. He's admitted in a memoir. They got it in a memoir he was fucking with some transgender. And so it's like, wow. Could it be me? No, not for me. That ain't for me. But to like one of my comic heroes, to find out they do shit, who knows? And then you get that. Obviously we heard about in the '90s with Eddie Murphy being caught with that transvestite. There's so much that goes into these stories. It doesn't change. Eddie Murphy Raw is still one of the rawest stand-ups I've ever seen. For its time, and as what he does in his personal time that's his business. It's like, for instance, with George Michael or Elton John. Granted, them being gay, it doesn't change the fact that you ain't been bumping Last Christmas by Wham or fucking Careless Whisperer. Or Benny and the Jets. It's not gonna change your feelings on that for the simple fact that they're gay. I think that's fucking retarded. I would say from based off of just lyrical content of just folks saying shit in their records. Like, let's say, for instance, this is not a direct quote, and this is not to be taken literally, but if Jay-Z came out and you heard that nigga was like bisexual or some shit like that, I'd probably, it would probably make motherfuckers be like, what? Huh? You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't know. It would definitely turn a lot of heads. I'm not gonna say it would stop me from listening to the Blueprint or anything like that, but it definitely would like wow, damn, Jay, that's how you moving. Yeah.
Jay-Z's never really come off as like a beat 'em up or nothing like that, no shit like that.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that would affect him too much. Now, had it been, I don't know who's like a nigga you really want to fuck with. DMX. No, had it been like Trick or some shit like that, then that would be like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a little.
Crazy.
DMX not so much, because he's had some questionable shit, so. Yeah, I was going to say, I was going to say here.
I'm sure somebody took the time to make like a YouTube video of just like questionable gay lyrics in rap that
Oh yeah.
somebody's done it.
This is hilarious.
Yeah. So Ebony, so we almost had a government shutdown.
Yeah.
What the fuck? You know what I mean? Like the same cat that said, you know, this shit wouldn't happen on his watch. We damn near had a shutdown twice.
That's because our budget was supposed to be done.
Yeah, it's wild, but you know, it's business, it's disagreements, and I'm glad they came to an agreement. You know, for a lot of people that are affected by this shit. You know.
I think the military should not be part of this whole. I think we should be part of a whole other separate budget. So if something like this, you know, would happen, we don't get affected.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm just saying, our money needs to be put in a whole other pot. So, we're only the 1% of the U.S. population, and yet, when this shit happens, we're the ones that will be affected. Not 1% of the U.S.
It just makes you wonder what's to come about this, you know, in the coming years. I mean, the shutdown didn't happen until what? Obama's second tier.
It happened before Obama. It happened before that person. The person before it. It's always happening.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to stop. It's stopping.
Just,
you know?
there's just a lot of disagreements.
Yes, it is. But the old ass people in office, they can't have their way. And, well,
So they use that shit as leverage to try to, you know what I'm saying, get what they want. Like, when they come out of Facebook and talk, they get named.
about this, we can't figure out this whole that issue. We're going to put this on the table, but we're going to push everything else through.
Yeah.
How about that?
So you know, my kid, she's turning 14 in like the coming months, and we were talking, and you know, she's getting to the point where she no longer cares about like birthday parties and shit like that, but she was asking, you know, she was asking me for, you know, she wants an iPhone. My question to you guys, being parents, what you know, I would say, well, like, what's an ideal age for you guys? Like, as far as what do you feel the need to give a child an iPhone, if there is any age, you know what I'm saying? Like for you, I mean, that's what my child wants. That's what she's gonna get. She's spoiled, and she's spoiled by me. That's not her fault. That's daddy's fault. But you know, what and in you guys' eyes, what would be the ideal like time frame to give a child, like, you know, I would say such a, you know, I would say like a, you know, a fairly expensive smartphone.
I mean, first of all, I think it's a little version. And, I mean, it's the level of maturity, you know, is the reason why I say that, you know, it's not, I don't think it should be an age, this level of maturity. If you're in your teens and you're responsible enough, then I take you for your own things, and maybe, yeah, I might consider it, you know.
Yeah.
But it goes to that level of maturity, you know. I ain't saying it though. Our kids are, you know, I was like, my nephew has a cell phone, but it's not a fancy iPhone that he's got cracked bunch of the screen. He's happy with it, you know. But I'm thinking to call my sister or if he needs some help from another family member, something like that in the area. But he ain't just on there, you know. He ain't got your hand on there, nothing else, but you know, he's pissed. You know, 10 years old, got a phone. But iPhone, no. You a teenager from high school, you want to get an iPhone, all right. It's going to be what I want you to get. You know?
Yeah.
I didn't have a phone. I didn't have a phone until I got out of my parents' house. No lie. And I was like 19 or 20 when I got my phone.
It was different, you know, I would say it's different times for me. Like for me, when I was in high school, I had my mom, I had my dad's like phone that he used in the car, and that bitch was like the size of a fucking stereo remote. That bitch was huge. Like in circumference, it was like the size of a fucking beer can. Like it was, it was huge. You pull that shit out at the fucking football game, motherfuckers be like, damn. Like it's a big ass phone. No Snake. There was no playing Snake on my phone. It was just pure making calls, and that was it. But you know, I was still fortunate enough to have, you know, that, you know, that level, you know, that type of contact. So I appreciate. I'm very fortunate about that. But it was funny that how, you know, how shit was. But Mike, man, I mean for you, man, what would you say like would be like I would say an ideal time for like your kid to have like an iPhone?
When they can pay for one.
Straight up. Yeah.
Like nowadays, you know, phones, you can only track so much when you have eyes on it and stuff like that. You know, you can set it in settings and stuff like that, but once they get older, they start figuring shit out. You know what I mean? So they don't have access to it at all. Like you just get them a brick Nokia phone like we had back in the day.
Yeah.
You ain't got nothing to worry about. They got a little Snake game on there. That's good enough. So you need to know, yeah, need to be them books. Get your fucking schoolwork done.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I was obviously me and the mother, me, my daughter, and the mother, and her mom. You know, what I mean, we we've discussed it, and you know, I feel she's responsible enough to do so. Not to mention, I plan to secure this shit as if it was my own phone. So she don't have nothing to worry about. You know, as far as that go. You know, she's gonna be involved in stuff. And yeah, you know, she's earned it. Yeah, I would say she's earned that. You know, as far as like grades being kept up, and you know, make me super proud. You know, to be a dad and all that stuff. Same with her mom. I'm sure feels the same way. So you know, we'll see about see what I can find. You know, as far as getting her that for her birthday. You know, I think that's something she will remember. So for the song for Indiana, I don't know what that is, but we gotta cancel that. Yeah, but what else we want to rap about? What else is happening in the world? Ebony, help me out here. Oh shit! Yeah, I can talk about the story I just read. So this the story I just saw. Apparently, this teacher at this Catholic school, female teacher, she was fired because she got married recently. She's a lesbian. So, you know, the principal said it was a difficult decision to make, but I really want to get you guys' take on it. You know, it's a very touchy, very touchy subject with, you know, being a Catholic, you know, Catholic school, and knowing how, how Catholics run, run their business. And it is a business. Church is business. Sad to say, a church is business. Sorry folks, but so you have a teacher at a Catholic school, and you fire her because she's because she gets married to the same sex. So
that's surprise.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
I don't think she was surprised, but she got. Story came out. She got fired. So I mean, how do you handle that? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're the principal, how do you handle the situation where you have a somebody that's on your staff that gets married to the same sex? Does that really My question to you is: does her job teaching have anything to do with what she does outside of her job? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Based upon, I can't speak for, I'm not speaking for them, but based upon how I grew up, because I have Catholic relatives, my grandmother being one of them and stuff, they have this mindset, and some people have this mindset, especially when it comes to religion, that, they follow these set of rules and stuff. And it doesn't matter what, you're going to be against it regardless. So, yeah, it wasn't a hard decision for the principal to make. And when, that was a no-brainer. Hey, opposite sex. The word Catholic and opposite sex is not even the same sentence. I mean, that's why I said I'm not surprised. Because, yeah, that's not, and stuff like that, especially religion, and some people, that's not accepted at all.
Yeah.
Regardless if it's paid or not, that's just not accepted. They don't care if that the person opposite sex is a person, and they can do wonderful things with whatever, but a point is behind it. You have to do it. So, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, if you are, it's all the stuff on it's like, all right, I'm going to have them, you're going to take my time and they're going to go for it. Well, you got fired, that's your fault. Yes, sure. It's in her contract. Even if it wasn't in her contract, but that's then opposite sex. No, it's frowned upon, period. That's a no-brainer. You think that's somebody they're going to change your mind about it? Huh? So that's been expected from that. You feel like, okay, yeah, I use comments because how these people are.
From a damn class, and then I get actually got fired. Oh, I got freedom of speech. Well, then your ass got fired.
Yeah, freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is.
Within religion, politics is also in roped into it. Doesn't matter. That's just based upon my observation and growing up around Catholics. It's me. They don't care if you're an educator. They don't care how great of a person you are. You have your same sex. You're wrong.
Yeah.
We don't support you. We don't have nothing to do with you.
Concept: if you're homosexual, you do that, it's a sin or whatever, and it goes against what they feel God how God wants you to be. It's very interesting how we pick and choose which commandments we stick to on rules made by God. But I digress, man. Yeah, you do what you do. You show me the perfect Catholic, show me the perfect Christian, show me the perfect Muslim. I'll show you a fucking liar. And that's as real as it gets, man. We all fall short of that, and that's what God's grace is about. You know what I mean? His mercy and all that. So take that to the bank. I don't know, man. So we got it's it'd be interesting to hear what Karumbe and Sugar have to say about this. But yeah, Valentine's Day is coming up. What are some things for? I would say this is more so for Suge. What are some Valentine's Day gifts that you don't really care for to get on Valentine's Day? The what?
What sort of chocolate in the hot box? They are nasty.
Well, how you feel about getting a overly sized stuffed animal?
I like stuffed animals. I like stuffed animals.
Like sex doll size, like that damn big.
Like what?
Sex doll size, like their life size shit.
Get Colombian sex doll, he'll love it.
Yeah.
She gotta be a thick one though that's on the market pocket right now.
Yeah, get him an you can get him an Amber Rose sex doll. And she got the Nas part. She got the Nas part like Nas had in the 90s on her fucking head. Yeah. Yeah.
Not looking like Amber Rose.
Yeah, get the Amber Rose. I want the old Reggie Miller part in my motherfucking Amber Rose sex doll. Goddamn it, that motherfucking part like that.
Interchangeable wig. What you call about it? The top of black. Interchangeable wig.
Yeah. Get the
Brian Robinson headgear, like on the post call.
they should have like sex dolls with like famous I would say famous women that have been in like caught in scandals and shit. Like have a what's shorty the Lewinsky, what's the shit, the Monica Lewinsky sex doll. Yeah, you get the motherfucking Monica Lewinsky shit. Don't get me I don't want the Lorena Bobbitt sex doll. Fuck no.
The Marilyn Monroe one, I think that'd be more popular.
Yeah. Get that one. Get like the Wilma Flintstone shit. Who else? Fucking Tinkerbell shit. Disney sell out. That'd be a top seller at Disney. The Tinkerbell's fucking sex doll. You don't know what to do, man. Disney taking over.
Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah. What's happening? Get the Boondocks chick, the crazy one. The one that tried to blow up the fucking house and shit. Yeah, but I mean, but for real, like what do
$3,000 for that robotic doll they got out?
what do guys really want for Valentine's Day? I don't really think that shit is about us.
They left the fuck alone. That's what we want.
Yeah. You know.
Chocolate turtle. I don't know what y'all want. The same thing y'all want.
Space, the ability to walk around the house butt ass naked, ain't nothing to worry about.
12-month subscription to Xbox Live or PS4. Yeah. That'll work. A nice that mother. What'd he say? Oh, he said he want a new wife. Well, damn. That's what it is. Hey, I'll tell you what though. I'll tell you what I will get you though, Skip. I'll get you some of the miles in that yak. You can have that for Valentine's Day, Skip. That miles in that yak though, Skip. Ooh. Yeah. That's what it is, man. Get that new album. I know you want that new that new Will Smith album for Valentine's Day, goddammit. That new Will Smith mixtape. Nigga, what?
You got a mixtape?
Hell no.
Oh no, they got right.
No, Jaden, I think Jaden might have one. Jaden got one getting out the car in all denim and shit with blonde hair. Yeah.
So getting out the Prius, the super Prius, yeah.
Hell yeah. Man, get that motherfucking gas. Take that gas, ain't shit to play with.
Smart.
Damn right. Shit, Jeff, you remember when Bush was in office and that fucking gas shot up to like $4 a fucking gallon? Negro. Let me tell you. I was like, what are we doing here, man? What are we doing?
I almost got to steal drugs.
Yo.
People was mixing that gasoline with water and shit.
That shit in California, them motherfuckers gas was up to $7 a fucking gallon. You can kill yourself. Fuck that, man. We ain't having it. Ain't nobody going on no dates. No Uber back then, no nothing. We not seeing shit. We staying home tonight. That's where Netflix and chill started right there in California. Shit. Got nothing else better to do. But I don't know. Valentine's Day, different ideas, fellas. You can get, you get candy for those that like stuffed animals. You do that. Like the flowers, of course, the edible arrangements. That's something, that you can, this is just ideas. out there. For those that can cook, man, you know what I'm saying? Cook for your lady, man, or your ladies, however you playing it, these days.
To be real, back in the day.
Or you can show them some paid bills. Yeah.
That's not appreciated. You should be. That ain't appreciated. Too funny, man.
I just want to count 50 my parents. Don't be happy stuff. So they're in front of the office. Sold over here. Still in front of the office. You're so recent units. Like, mountain time. What's so recent years though? Every other day, I was going
What they talking about? Let me see. Okay, so Evan, you got any rants lined up for us?
The rant.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm upset about is I went to get some Girl Scout cookies today, had my mouth fixed on it, and the shit went already. I'm so mad. If y'all selling cookies and y'all tell somebody, I'm gonna get you your cookies tomorrow, bring the damn thing tomorrow. If somebody's very angry, it's the weekend. I have a mouth fixed on it. I'm sorry, I love Girl Scout. I just got
She arguing about damn cookies. Yeah. I don't know. So that Black Panther album came out today with Kendrick, SZA, and The Weeknd.
Look at that Black Panther right there.
You've been living with a Black Panther for the longest.
Yeah, I sampled that one, man. I like it.
Yeah.
You understand that? Five.
I imagine that's dope. It's the first I think what is this? The first rap album for a comic movie, I believe. Of course, associated with the Black Panther and all black cast, we would have to have a rap album. Yeah. Hey, if it's hot, it's hot. That's what it is. So I mean, there's a few expectations. I mean, there's some people that have screened Black Panther already, and they have a lot of great things to say, about Black Panther, and which is good. You would hope so. And it's directed by the same cat. What else did he direct? Man, he's a young cat. He's only 31. He got directed this movie.
Didn't he direct Selma?
Yeah, Selma, Creed. Yeah, he did Selma, he did Creed, and then this one right here. So, props out to that shit. It's so funny, folks going, that are coming out to see.
Have y'all seen shit for the New World? The Jurassic Park? Y'all watch this shit?
I ain't seen the trailer yet. What, he directed that?
And fucking raptors and more ass fucking raptors. I think the damn rappers will be holding guns.
You remember? I mean, you saw how smart my cousins were back in the day. We called them raptors. Shit. Yeah, shout out to yeah.
I think it's the New World or something world.
Whatever it is, man. I want to know what the lawsuits are with Jurassic Park, because people died last time in the first one.
Yeah, the white guys in it. The white, what's his name? The dude from Horrorwood. Yeah, I'm calling it Horrorwood.
You talking about Chris? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, him.
Lord, his baby raptor, Blue. He still thinks he's still alive. So I think he was he the only one that survived?
I think so. Hey, well, I know. We just want to know what we're gonna see, and I guess they was giving homegirl shit apparently because she wore heels in the first one and she was running and shit, and they was like that ain't realistic, so they got her wearing flats or some shit. don't nobody give a damn about all that, man. That sound like some shit some female would notice. What?
They complain about a fictional movie where Donald Trump come back to life.
Yeah. Tell me about it, man.
We got all night. We got all night first round. We got all night.
Yeah. That's what that is, man. But
all black. All first round. All first round.
yeah. I want to know. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna count how many black people we do have in Jurassic Park and how long they last. I mean, Samuel L. Jackson got killed.
How long do we last in any movie?
Samuel L. Jackson lasted pretty long in the first Jurassic Park.
Well, Black Man lasted pretty long. You know what I'm saying? We know they should be black buried, but they wanted somebody to go to a house with fucking dinosaurs on it.
Yeah.
We scratching us out of the equation anyway. People are out. Black people in Game of Thrones. I don't even want to go to Australia. Me and Eddie got orders out of Australia. I'm mad as shit. Australia is all right. Oh my God.
Hey.
Australia, then you got everybody. You fucking house fighters be killing people and shit.
I want a kangaroo burger. Give me a kangaroo burger.
It's a kangaroo. When we got kangaroo burger, look, even the dog breed, he came over here trying to get in conversation. Kangaroo burger.
Fuck that. You on your own, bro.
I want a kangaroo burger with bacon on that bitch. Combine the kangaroo and the fucking pig.
Man, they should conduct serious training in Australia. Australia got the most things in the world that are killing you. Y'all crazy.
I don't want no trouble, man. Get that overseas money, bro. But you know, as far as as far as 2 cents go, I mean, y'all got Mike and Karumba, y'all got anything else y'all wanna dish out before we we migrate on to the next thing?
Well, I guess people down is already broke.
We can talk about that on we can talk about that on the locker room. I'm just saying, y'all got anything left for this shit?
Yeah, talk about that on locker room.
Yeah, so
The airman raped this 14-year-old girl and knew about it on Tinder.
I mean, this is a bitch.
What happened?
So the Air Force news, this airman raped this 14-year-old girl and got her on Tinder, and he knew it. It happened several times. He was over Air Force Days.
That's bullshit.
They need to do
Yeah.
a better job.
So Ebony, I mean, this is your shit right here. So you got anything left you wanna get to the folks before we close up shop?
Don't have anything. Oh, it'd be nice today. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm surprised we ain't talk about it, but it's this lady, right? There was this lady who was some school teacher, and she made all the black kids on the ground and shit. Like, they were talking about it.
Oh my gosh, this is like so. How long ago? April.
Oh, you talking about that slavery shit? Yeah. Oh well. I guess we'll get into that another time. But obviously be sure to check out the show through the YouTube channel, the Romy Mac YouTube channel. Of course, check out the show through the Facebook page, the 2 Cents Facebook page. I don't know. Like I said, we'll be returning back to iTunes pretty soon. So like for the Apple users and shit with with podcasts, accessibility, you'll be able to reach the show that way if that makes it more convenient for you. Appreciate you been riding, for those that been riding with us, from the beginning. Love y'all for that. But for Mike, Karumbe, and Sugar, and I'm obviously myself, Romy Mac, we out. Peace.